watch. Wake up. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a time when smoke didn't mean parties, but prayers. When a puff of cannabis wasn't about escape, but encounter. 2,800 years ago, deep in the Himalayas, Hindu sadhus sat in caves with clay chillums. But they weren't just getting high. They were following a divine recipe, recorded in the Atharva Veda, one of humanity's oldest texts. It called cannabis one of 5 sacred plants, a gift from the gods themselves. Why? Because they knew something we've forgotten. This plant wasn't just a herb, it was a bridge. Fast forward to ancient Egypt, where archaeologists recently found something shocking. Inside a 3,400-year-old temple, they discovered cannabis pollen mixed into sacred oils. These weren't street dealers, they were priests. The hieroglyphs tell us they used it to see beyond the veil during rituals. But here's what's chilling. They never used it alone. Always in ceremony, always with fasting, always with respect. Now, let's travel to Africa. The Bantu tribes had a saying, "You don't speak to the ancestors with a full stomach or a cloudy mind." They burned hemp in sacred fires, but only after 3 days of purification. Modern scientists would later find something fascinating in their traditions. The THC levels they used were 70% lower than today's strains. They weren't chasing a high, they were chasing truth. But here's where it gets haunting. In every single culture, from India to Ethiopia to the Amazon, there was one golden rule. Break the ritual, and the plant breaks you. The Taoists called it unbalanced chai. The Sufis warned of jinn slipping through the smoke. Even the ancient Greeks wrote about cannabis-induced madness in those who abused it. Which makes you wonder, what did they know that we don't? Today, we've turned this sacred technology into dispensary gummies and Instagram flexes. But the plant remembers. Your anxiety, that's the echo of Shiva's drum, the destroyer of illusions, asking, "Why are you using my gift to hide from yourself?" Your paranoia, that's the ghost of an Egyptian priest whispering, "You took the herb, but left the wisdom." The ancients didn't smoke to forget. They smoked to remember. The question is, are you ready to listen? There's a reason why, in the quiet after the high fades, you sometimes feel uneasy. That creeping sense that something isn't right. Ancient traditions called this the plant showing you your shadow. And modern science is now proving what mystics knew all along. When researchers at Johns Hopkins studied 1,000 regular cannabis users, they found something startling. 68% reported anxiety attacks, not from the THC itself, but from unexpected memories that surfaced during their high. One participant described it perfectly. It's like weed turns on a flashlight in a dark basement, and suddenly you see all the boxes you've been hiding from yourself. This isn't new knowledge. The Sufi poet Rumi wrote about it 800 years ago. The intoxicated one dances wildly, not realizing he's stepping on his own wounds. In Tibet, Buddhist teachers warned students that cannabis could amplify karma, meaning whatever energy you haven't dealt with sober will come screaming at you when high. Modern brain scans show why this happens. THC reduces activity in your prefrontal cortex, the part that helps you suppress uncomfortable thoughts. At the same time, it boosts activity in your amygdala, the fear center. This creates what scientists call an unregulated emotional loop. Basically, your inner demons get a megaphone while your rational mind takes a nap. But here's what ancient traditions understood, that modern science is just discovering. This isn't a bug, it's a feature. Amazonian shamans say the plant spirit intentionally shows you what needs healing.